Another set of presentation that we did was on the graphs and charts of these set of numbers: marketing, IT, finance, support employees, as well as male and female employees. We had earlier made the column chart and the pie chart. So let us extract that chart from sheet number 7. And the way of doing this can be, we can just copy this chart by right clicking on this chart and take it to sheet 1 and right click and paste it. So what we find is that this chart is transferred from sheet 7 to sheet 1. So there's another copy at sheet 7 which is still left because we have used a copy command. Likewise, let me copy this pie chart by right clicking on the pie chart area and transfer this sheet 1. So these are the two set of charts which we have. So let me just decorate it a bit so that it comes good in terms of the final printout. I can increase the width so that it is aligned to the one which I have for the male and female in XYZ company. I can also reduce the fonts so that it becomes really interesting and proportionate. Now another thing that we can also do is that we actually created pivot tables for various insights. Now this pivot table was actually created in sheet 9, and we can also use these set of pivot tables for our exercises. So the pivot table that we want to, or we may want to use, is department wise male and female. So we can use this, we can copy this table and we can take it to sheet 1. We can paste as value. We can look at formatting this. Likewise, there is another set of table that we had earlier made, department wise sum total of annual salary. So we can copy this table as such and take it to sheet 1, and we can have paste value. So let us look at formatting these tables here. The row label here is basically the department, and the one on the right hand side is the count of gender. See, the department is not visible, so we can increase the width of this column by double clicking here so that we find that department is now clearly visible. Now if you look at finance, it is divided into two genders, male and female. Likewise, IT, male and female, marketing, male and female, and support, male and female. It is very difficult to at this stage to clearly see the difference between departments and male and female here. So what we can do is we can really look at using an option which is here on the alignment. If you see on the top, there is something called Increase Indent. So let me press this and show what happens. Once I increase the indent, you may like to see that this male and female both are indented towards the right hand side. Likewise, let me do it again for IT, male and female, marketing, and support. So by this we can clearly understand and see that okay, under finance there are two subheadings, under IT there are two subheadings. In order to bifurcate this further, we can actually bold this by going to font, or we can actually use a shortcut Control B. So we can bold this, and the final grand total is basically 19. So I can look at using a specific case of borders, maybe using this kind of a border, top and double bottom border. So it gives you a grand total of 19, and the only thing that is probably left here is the count of genders and departments to be highlighted. So let me highlight this, and I'll choose one of my set of colors which I want, and that's it. So this table gets a bit formatted. Likewise, I may like to kind of format this small table here. I will go in a similar way. I'll just make a gray font, and since finance, IT, marketing, and support, the numbers corresponding to these are percentages, I'll convert these into percentage and maybe use a single decimal. Likewise, you may like to see that here this sum of percentage of total annual salary is not visible in a single cell. So like we did before, we may like to wrap the text here. So we can use this wrap text option so that it clearly divides this into two columns which are clearly visible. Likewise, look at the grand total, and I will choose the same option as I did here for the grand total. So now you may see that these are reasonable presentations. Last but not the least, I may like to bold these as well. So I'm done with the set of presentations for the report.